Hey everybody, we're back. I don't think I need to announce what game we're playing. I'm pretty sure it's obvious by now. It's been a while since I've played. Actually, it's been like a week. I've already ran myself down to this little area over here, which on the map is down over here. I was up over here before, and yeah. So a couple goals today. I'm gonna try to get a whole level. So I'm starting here. I'm gonna try to get an entire level, and that's pretty much my goal. So let's pick up a ton of quests and just jump right into it. Oh, actually, I guess we could turn this one in first. If it'll ever load.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Cell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
Definitely the last one. I'm definitely turning into a zombie. Now that you mention
it. For a Nerf burger. That doesn't count, right?
I will note it on your chart. Ah, here's Dr. Cell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the Exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
that seems seems a bit dark. So, you know, that's typical light side choice, I guess.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
Spine.
The entire planet succumbed to this plague. Are you a doctor or a patent office?
I'm a doctor. And this cure will get made, even if I have to build the manufacturing plant or hand-synthesize every macrophage.
Well, I think she's angry, but from past experience, may I say that usually motivates her. If it means anything coming from a droid, sir, congratulations on your research, and also your remarkable survival.
Thanks, droid. Ooh, blues. 8 cutting. Sounds good. Hey look, another quest to turn in. Or pick up, rather.
Excuse me, friend. The Republic told me you might be able to help with a difficult situation. They say you are a most reliable operative on Terrace. Have you heard anything about titroxinate being sold on the black market?
What's titroxinate?
Titroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakul plague. The Empire could fashion it into a terrible weapon, turning our soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
What's my role in all this?
Trace the original titroxinate samples to an old chemworks factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
Okay, easy enough. I like how a lot of these quests that are like just go retrieve something aren't like go collect 10 bear butts because it's super boring. It's like they have a purpose, right? And that makes me a lot more motivated to do the quest.
What do you think, Con?
The foundation of the Terrace chemworks factory cannot be repaired. I expect total collapse within 2 weeks. Once the building falls, the stored chemicals will flood this area. They are highly toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand, but we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Excuse my inattentiveness, Master. You are with the reconstruction effort? I advise you not to stay long.
You were talking about evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Your generosity is considerable. You should know, however, between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
Another pretty simple quest to figure out. As you can see, I've already got the flight path and the binding point here, so just gotta pick up all the quests and then go.
Welcome to Taris. I hear you've done the Republic a good turn in the past, so I'm sorry not to have a warmer welcome for you.
I'm not really here to chat.
Well, whatever brings you here, I suggest you don't stay long. We barely got stores enough for our station soldiers, much less visitors. At this rate, I've got men scalping ration cubes for a half-week's salary.
If the Outpost's in trouble, I'd be happy to help.
I just might take you up on that. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships. And this one's just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris.
Is the ship lost? Why haven't your men recovered the supplies?
Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. You still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
Okie dokie. He seems a little weird, not gonna lie. A little, like a giant vagina. There we go, there we go. That's the perfect term for it. He's got like this, like, pretty hair and stuff, and he's a commander? Just doesn't, something doesn't fit. He's not gruff enough.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Usually people are happy if I come to make things better.
I'm Karen Weck, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fatpants to think it means he gets away with this. Embezzled the Republic's money to build your office out of Alderanian timber, but that's fine. Because someone like you will waltz in to save the day.
Yeah, I knew something was weird about him.
That's a serious accusation.
I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
You're completely sure now?
I'm telling the truth. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
What kind of evidence do you think I'll find?
Here, take the camera. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
So he was basically buying things for himself, it looks like. That's fine, you know. Whatever floats his boat, but now he's going to get in trouble for it, so... Oh well. So while I'm heading off to do these quests... which is this one? Speak to... Okay. I guess I'll talk to him first. Ooh. Scavenging. Took you a while. Jeez, Corso. Jeez, useless, man. Can't wait to get my next companion, which is supposedly soon, from what people are telling me, so... Hopefully, soon is much sooner rather than later. Not like soon as in soon trademarked, you know.
Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, asubi mota uipa, Patogawata Kiko Uba Kiriwata Buki Donko.
What? Oh, wait, what? He's a Zabrak, right? But he's speaking the language of those weird, like, green dudes that look like flies? Like, what the... How... What? Why is he... What? It doesn't...
You never take those things off?
Chobot I Kafstuan Dile Jihulo Kuta. Buka Kampak Nijit Tonka Yiliska Chanaga. Kabanotase Makipuna. Malituta Udmishka.
At least I think that's that language. Sounds familiar, so...
Beryl said you have something for me to take back.
Kuchusa Yomata Chitoya. Asubwi Mota Uipa. Poya Tuka Changa Goptula Dobata Wana Wanki. Chaskruni Dopat Kurira Dokanki Kung.
Seems to me taking more core samples would be less dangerous.
Chaskruni Dopat Kurira Dokanki Kung. Pampawula Jiota Kakoga Huta Nupisto.
Beryl owes me a hefty bonus for this.
Chobot I Kafstuan Dile Jihulo Kuta. Tauz Azulas Uval Tung Michakulka Dimaji. Kabanotase Makipuna. Malituta Udmishka.
Okay. Now where to? I gotta go there, there, and over here. So I may loop, go like this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Anything else I need to do? No? No? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So you may have noticed that recently a lot of the videos have been kind of like the same for a few days. Like, you know, a set of 4 Skyrim videos and then like a set of 4 Star Wars videos. Usually we break them up with a different one each day, but I've been super busy this week. If you haven't seen it, I might as well let you know now, because if you haven't seen it, you're probably only one to watch the Star Wars videos. But we recently found a new way of doing annotations, right? So, if you watch YouTube videos a lot, or if you're watching any of the major like Let's Players or anything, typically at the end of the video will be this like frame, right? It's a video frame, and it's got a few different panels on it, and one panel will lead to like the next video, and one panel would lead to the previous video, and then there's like these other ones on the little panels as well, and it makes it easier to put that at the end of the video, right? And annotate that and say, like, if you click on this one, it'll take you to the next video, than it is just to put annotations all the way through the video like we used to do, if that makes sense. So that's what I've been working on. So I got that working. I got a nice style that I really like with it, and we worked on getting it on all the videos from here on out. So basically I had to set up frame sizes for each type of recording that I do, like 720p, and then I also, like Star Wars, when I record it in 16 by 9. That's 1600 by 900. I don't run the game in 720 like I probably should. It's just because I have a huge monitor and I sit pretty far away, so it's really hard to record for me in 720p. So basically what I'm trying to say, although this has nothing to do with what I'm doing, is at the end of every video now you'll be able to navigate to other videos much easier than you used to previously. So you guys will notice that. You also notice a new intro video. We just spiced it up a bit more, put a better background on it, and changed the text to be more, I guess, more of the theme that we're going for. With the outlined, like, comic book text, it works really well for us, so it's easier to read too. So you guys probably have noticed that, but the ending video you'll see much more of. It'll be on every video from here on out. It's like 15 seconds worth, 15-20 seconds. And say, the best part about it is, say you're sitting here and you watch this one, and then the next one has already come out because it's been a couple days, right? It's been a couple days since you've caught up on our videos. Then you could just, right at the end of the video, go to the next one, and it's super easy. It doesn't take up any screen space because it's at the end of the video. as opposed to what we used to do, where there was an annotation all the way through the video to get to the next one, and that was we didn't like that. So we've made it much easier on you guys, and hopefully you enjoy that. We figured the better we can streamline things, make them more professional looking, make them easier to get around with, easier to read when the intro comes along and all that fun stuff, then it'll make your guys' enjoyment watching our stuff much better. So that was our goal for that, and that's enough of me talking about all the weird stuff going on now. Let's figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Let's see here. Recover stolen gear. Oh, this is the Smuggler quest. Okay. I forgot how to play, because it's been like a week again. I hate when I do that, when I don't play for like a week and then I totally forget. Actually, I haven't played much of Star Wars at all. I've been playing some other stuff. Trying to get back into League of Legends. I do kind of want to join like a competitive 5v5 team, but at the same time, it's weird because I play support mostly in that game. So that's what it's hard to find a team, but that's what I've been trying to do. So I haven't been playing much of Star Wars, so I actually forgot bringing it around again. I've completely forgot my rotation here, so I'm just kind of spamming buttons. All I remember is 1, 2, 3, and my aim shot are all, and 4, I guess, 4 as well. All like my main abilities. So you're gonna relearn with me here. I think, doing the math on it, I think the best rotation would be to do an aim shot and then a Fury of Bolts. So like that and then 1, and then 4, and then 1, and then 2, and then 4 on a single target would probably be the best for me right now. At least that's what it feels like. I could be totally wrong though, so let's try that. So that one, and then 1. Yeah, that kills that, and then this one, and then 1. And almost killed him. And then 2. And 4. Oh yeah. That actually works a little better. I like that. So I'm just going to keep rotating that. Throwing the like auto attack in there, or whatever you want to call it, the basic attack, it allows my energy to regen a little quicker, so I'm not out of energy like all of a sudden. So I guess that helps. It just doesn't feel like Corso's just dropping dead on these guys. That was really annoying earlier, where they, like, anything would just breathe on him and he would be at like half health. And you were, really? Really, Corso? You can't tank anything, can you? But once again, I still think having another DPS companion would be, I can't believe I forgot that word, would be better for me, just because I already kill things quick enough, so having something to help me kill them quicker would probably, overall, I would take less damage, if that makes any sense. I think that the net gain of damage I would take is lower if I had more DPS, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But I won't know that until I get my companion, and I'm pretty sure it's right after this planet that I get her. I think it's the chick. I'm actually not sure. I haven't looked it up, so I don't really know. I thought it was Bowdar, the Wookiee, but I don't know. Ah, ice water. The best. Ooh, what's shooting at me? Nope, shooting at them. Let's just go around. Okay, so I got one quest in here and 2 at the other one, so I guess I'll do this one first. Go to the other one and then quick travel back. Trying to be efficient, because I want an entire level today. If not 2. I could go for 2. I'm already, like, almost 2 1/4 bubbles in, so. It is kind of weird how they segment it, isn't it? It's like, if you look carefully, it kind of goes like 1, and then there's a segment in between it too, so you can see what's halfway. So it's like divided up into halves all the way through. I kind of like that. The bottom bar is weird as well because it's slightly shorter on each side, so it's got a weirder dimension. but it looks like the middle is the exact middle of the UI there. I know that makes like no difference in me talking about the little bars, but I think it's just really cool how they divided it up. It looks slick. And I also like that the bar doesn't go across like pretty much the entire bottom of your screen. Like in Warcraft, yes. I said it. I hate that bar. And I use the default frames when I play that, or when I played that. I don't really play it anymore at all.
Fight on our hands.
Why, when you can play this game?
I've had enough.
So Mass Effect 3 is coming out really soon, like 30-something days. And that's relevant to this game because I think that because BioWare's finishing up Mass Effect, I think they're bringing in some of the team to work on Star Wars stuff. It's rumors that I heard. So content should be coming out even quicker than it already is. Which, by the way, holy cow, every time I've seen Star Wars go down for maintenance in the past few weeks, right? It goes down for maintenance on Tuesday. It's always up like 2 hours earlier than it should be. Like, I'm looking at my Twitter feed, right? Because I follow them on Twitter, and it says, oh, the servers are down for maintenance. We'll be back up in approximately 6 hours. Which 6 hours is quick. Like, if you look at Warcraft maintenance, it's absurd how long it actually goes on for sometimes. But with Star Wars, you look at it, and it's like, where the hell am I going anyways? Okay. It's like, they say, gonna be down for 6 hours, and 3 hours later, they're back up. It's like super quick. I love that they do that. They overestimate how long it's gonna take, and it actually makes me feel better about it. It's like I feel like they should always have a maintenance now, just because it's so reliably short, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I like that a lot. The only other company, thinking about it, the only other company that I've seen have really short maintenance times has been Sony with what game was it? Well, DC had some short times. Others were quite long. PlanetSide, when it first came out, was long at first, but then as it progressed, it had pretty short maintenance times as well. EverQuest is kind of the same way. It's gotten progressively shorter with their maintenance times. I think the reason they're able to do that is that they have a large server team, I guess. I guess that's a good way of putting it. I mean, of all people, you would expect Sony Online to have probably the largest team for that, which would make it much quicker. And I think Star Wars is no exception. Like, if you look at this, if they're only taking 3 hours to do their maintenance on average, then they're flying. I don't know what they're doing. And they applied like 2 patches or something, so I don't know how they do it, but I like it. And they've fixed relatively most of the bugs I've been having. Taurus is still quite well, not buggy. It's just it's not optimized properly or something. It just still kind of runs really low frame rate in comparison to some other planets, and that could just be all the doodads Taurus has, but I've actually haven't had many issues today, although I did blue screen a couple times.
Why'd you have to go and kill everybody? Some of those guys were alright.
I'm here for the planetary core samples. Hand them over.
Planetary core samples. Right. You work for Beryl Thorne, don't you? That's what I used to do. The name's Tyradol. I was helping Beryl smuggle artifacts off Terrace disguised as core samples.
What voice actor is that?
Get rich. Turns out Beryl's a soft touch. Instead of selling what we smuggle on the Imperial market, Beryl gives relics to descendants of Terrace survivors for a tiny finder's fee. Ridiculous.
There's an Imperial market on Terrace?
No. But high-ups in Imperial space pay big credits for Terrace artifacts. They're status symbols. I let Beryl think rat ghouls killed me and went into business with the scavengers. They had a bright idea to increase profits. Why sell a relic to the Imperials once we can sell it a dozen times? These droids are making copies of the relics.
Takes guts to fleece the Empire.
And that's just the beginning. I'm working out deals with wealthy
got
collectors
120 with
all
Corso.
over the galaxy. Let's be smart about this. I'll give you a hefty payout and a cargo pod of counterfeit relics if you keep my operation quiet. You go home richer, Beryl gets some relics to give away, and I stay in business. What do you say?
Ah, goody two-shoes.
I think she deserves better than to be cheated by you.
Oh well, I guess we finish this the hard way. Droids, code black!
Code black, huh?
Got the tools and the talent.
Dealt with.
That's right.
That wasn't too difficult. Of course it didn't take a whole lot of damage. I mean, he was tanking all 3 of them, so... Once I turned off the little yoink, he's been doing a lot better. If I'm honest, you know. I still don't like him as much, but... I guess, how much money do I have? I could buy a customization with him that looks cooler than what he's got going on. He kind of reminds me of Ronin from Stargate to Atlantis, though, so... I guess that's why I'm keeping him around, like, ooh, I only need to kill 3 more of these guys for the bonus. Let's do it. Grenade to the face! That's weird, he was like slightly out of range, so it didn't knock him back as I was hoping. A cool little trick, I think I mentioned it before, is if you do the knockback and you use your aim shot when it's, what is it? When it's got that, within 10 meters it gets knocked back. If you use that at the exact same time, like you use the ambush, or the aim shot rather, and then ambush is the sniper version. If you use your aim shot and then you use your pulse detonator at the same time, it'll make them fly like super far, and it's hilarious to watch if you do it just right. And they go like flying like halfway across the continent. It's awesome. Unless they fix that. I hope they didn't, because I haven't tried it yet. Since last time I played. I guess I could try it right here. Oh no, I've already used my aim shot. I'll do that on the next one. Guess I could be sending this dude out to... Ooh, Bountiful. No, let's just get...
I was just wondering how I might serve you better, Master.
I do the lock boxes because it usually brings back the money that I spend sending them out, so... At least that's my hope when I do that. Sometimes they bring back like a really crappy box that has like 30 credits in it. It's really hard to say. And you put like 300 into the mission, so sometimes it's totally not worth it, but other times they bring back like double yield, so I guess it may make up for it in the long run. I don't know, I've seen a lot of people just power level slicing and make a lot of money off of it, so I guess over the long run it is beneficial. See if I can do it to this guy. Let me get into cover here. Oh, even better, I'll do it to this guy. I think I did a lot of damage there. I think I killed him. That was accidental, I swear. Okay, how do I get road around there? Okay, and there's 2 quests there. That's not too bad. No, I'm gonna do it.
You got it, Captain.
That's not cooldown still. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. I can't tell what happened there. I think he got knocked back into the wall, and then it wouldn't knock him back again, so...
Let's do this right.
It's quite a bit of damage. Nice. I still kind of wish I had a better looking helm than this like beanie. Although I'm glad I'm not wearing it yet. Makes it a bit easier to get away with, because you know, my awesome looking mug or whatever, the faux hawk and the beard, it works for me. I don't even know if I had a good helm if I would actually wear it. I guess we'll find out when I find one. Hopefully, I think, if I recall correctly, I think at the end of this planet you get one as like one of the last rewards. I think. I'm not sure though. I could be completely wrong. It's like you get implants instead. Which I wouldn't be too bummed about because, heck, I need them. Oh, you saw him fly? That was it. That was the... Target is dead. What happened? I knocked him back so far he broke. Whoops. Okay. I guess I'll go in here. And I have to destroy 4 toxic stockpiles and collect 8 canisters. I'm not even gonna try tritroxinate. There we go. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that, but I went for it. Went for it and succeeded, winning. This isn't too difficult, actually. This is a really nice experience I'm getting. I like being all the way rested there. I guess that's what I get for not playing in a while. Tons of rested XP, which I am fine with because I skip out on most of the heroic quests anyway. So.
Oh, that's great. I don't think I can hold my breath the whole time we're on Terrace.
It almost feels like it's lagging, although I know it's not. It's like they just don't want to move for a second when I'm casting certain things. They just stand still and then they move after I'm done. I don't know what that is. I could be lagging. Let's check. Latency 37 ms. I'm not lagging. Go awesome internet for the most part. Sure, we've been having a lot of issues with it. For example, the time it takes to usually upload a Skyrim video is like 30 minutes, right? It's a 25-minute video. It takes 30 minutes to upload. That's not too bad. As of late, it's been taking like an hour and a half, but it starts at 30 minutes. I don't know what's going on there, but one little trick I'm going to do that we're going to do for live streaming when we get to that point, which is pertinent to this because we're going to live stream some PvP, I think, along with some like League of Legends stuff, and I don't know what else you guys want to see live streamed, but we got to get to there first. Anyways,
I found a way to improve upon your specifications, Master. I trust you don't mind.
What do I even... Wow, there's a lot I have to do here. I'm going to go this way first. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one... Because I've got 2 Ethernet ports for my motherboard. And I figured out a way to do 2 cables back to my router. One cable will strictly do uploading, and the other cable will strictly do downloading. So it'll make this run better. It'll make live streaming really nice. It'll make uploading really quick. So you guys will see more consistent times on the uploading for the videos. So that's our goal, anyways. But yeah, it didn't look like I was lagging there. What am I at? Only at 48 ms. It's not too bad. It's pretty quick. I think the server's in Texas too. I'm in Nevada, so I think that's pretty quick. 37 there. When you think about it, 37 milliseconds is really fast.